It's week 1 of the National Football League, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the reigning AFC champs and the Falcons, and it comes your way next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Atlanta Falcons. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by a young man, probably with some butterflies here. A lot of anticipation making his first NFL start.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given, make every throw in the book. He's an asset to have in any offense.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Opting to run again here with White. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
So, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
There wasn't a breakdown in protection. Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack. And it's going to lead him to 4th down.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
So here the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
On 1st and 10, Henderson. Throw left side, complete. That's Moore. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. To throw on 2nd down, Henderson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Looking to throw. Henderson. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. This is a 49-yard attempt. Right hash. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Taken at the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. 2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by White. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's the option. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Falcons grab it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
Following the fumble recovery, Henderson. And this one complete to Smith. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Jukes by again. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Henderson, quick toss to Knox. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And pass complete to Moore. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Henderson. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Dawson Knox from 6 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. Las Vegas' offense back out there, ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. End up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And it will be Falcon football. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He hasn't had a ball touch the ground yet. 8 of 8 throwing it. Perfect so far, including the touchdown on the last drive, you remember, as they begin 1st and 10 here.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man in stride. Complete catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. Back to throw. Henderson. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Touchdown, Falcons. Tony Pollard, 64 yards.
And the Falcons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes score 17-0. Barring the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. On second down, they'll run with White, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up to throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's good for 28 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find it.
Touchdown Raiders! From 19 yards away. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in at the 3. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Throwing to start the drive. Henderson. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. The Raiders heading out to take over. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Holding offense.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Henderson. Just keeping the play alive. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot, because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This is taken at about the 14. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half with this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half. We'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on 1st down.
Man open, that's Ja'Marr Chase, complete.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Back to throw now on 1st down.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep the lead at 8.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a
next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Raiders pick it up.
On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20.
And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs, and the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
2nd and 11. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Flowers. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Another completion there. And, you know, we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Good shot. Good shot. Yeah. Come and get him. Oh, yeah. Good job, fellas. Good job.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Now an option play on 2nd down. Dances by him. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in this third quarter. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches, and the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Atlanta regains possession of the football. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
On first down, Henderson. And complete to Drake London. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. On second down, it's Pollard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week one. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Show some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Throwing on first down. Henderson. Again, he finds Moore.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
They'll run left with Pollard. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. First down, and it's Pollard again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Here's Pollard again. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will cut the lead down to just 2.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So the drive's going to... After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
coming out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Henderson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Unnecessary run. Defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
Let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Henderson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Henderson out to the left. He's got his tight end Knox. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, you've told me before, it's great to be an athlete. A lot of great athletes out there. It's good to have instincts, and he has those.
I would take those above athleticism in a lot of cases, because if you know where the ball's going before anyone else can get there and block you, you can make up for lack of athleticism by being in the right spot at the right time.
And took him down in the backfield with those instincts. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. Looking to throw. Henderson. Touchdown! An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons put together a 4th-quarter drive to take the lead. And he had time there. I mean, you give any quarterback that length of time, he'll make you pay.
It just puts way too much stress on guys trying to cover downfield because, as you said, you have that much time in the pocket. He can scan the field, find the open person. That's exactly what happened there. And what was the end result again?
Touchdown. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the Falcons score to cap it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis.
Long way. Here's 2nd and 12. They keep it on the ground. White again. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. Out of the gun now on third down.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one goes for 8 yards.
So a nice throw there. And, CD, I'd have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come and with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
Holding. Offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
And they run the option on second down.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. That's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Holding. Offense.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. They'll go with the option. Coming right. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That second down play nets a -4.
But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. He'll look to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be fourth down.
Here's A.J. Cole now,
as he's on for the 5th time here today. Taking it about the 16. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And this will be a Falcons first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now Pollard. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Here's Pollard. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Holding. Offense.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the gun on third down, Henderson finding Knox there, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 7 catches for him now. This last one, first down. Probably the only thing he did wrong there was going out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Run for Pollard. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do and kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Well, they had one final chance here on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles. And that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're right about that. Special teams coaches, they spend a lot of time working on these types of situations, and they go over every crazy possibility that can happen in this situation. They were able to cover successfully and end the game.
So for Atlanta, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Chiefs and the Chargers under the lights on Monday night.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in Metropolitan. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First down, Kansas City. Mahomes now on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Complete to number 84. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. From the 36, Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. Now it's Mahomes again. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now they set up the screen, that's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
This week, such an important one for his entire offense, but for him especially. He wants to start this new season off strong. He's got big plans for this year. Wants it to be one where he finishes among the league's best while leading his team to the postseason. A strong opening week is a great start to that and can create momentum that carries over not just to next week, but the next few weeks as well. A rising tide raises all ships, and if he can start this season off strong, his offense will benefit.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
It's now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Brings up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. But plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I know at times today's NFL sure feels like everything's about the guy throwing the football. But when you got a guy who can run it and move it and gain this type of yardage, you'll take him each and every time.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. 2nd and 9 now. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. This pass finds its way to Williams, and he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung that. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And they're able to pick up the 1st and keep possession. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal?
He'll try again.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And they're able to add on to their advantage. They go high formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost start, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30, the 40, the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Chiefs. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group.
Throw that's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A second juke. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
Right back to him on 1st down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. So on 4th down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. Butker's kick here is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Possession switching back now to the Chargers. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Open man, complete downfield to Davis.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And they'll accept that penalty. 2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3?
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better.
Joey Sly now, the kickoff after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he slings one that's incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And again, it's Mahomes. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
They go play action here on first down.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. A big kick that time, 52 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders get to add to the lead directly.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And Kansas City's offense now set ready to go. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. Now it's Mahomes again. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Butker's kick here is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 20 lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Like how they started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. They'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
It's now 4th down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And tough to win. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. That one a first down pickup of 8.
The tackle by Kenneth Murray. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Chiefs.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. On second and 10, Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Chargers in good field position to start out. First and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Offensive linemen are famous for doing their job no matter who's carrying the ball. But when they have the confidence that the person carrying it can break off big-time runs, it makes them block just a little bit harder.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another first and 10. They'll set up to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Second and 5. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That's a gain of 4.
Looking to throw. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, fourth down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Mahomes now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now Mahomes. That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 7 yards there and a first down. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him. And he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. This will be caught inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast, where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got some space here. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. 105 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And how about the situation that we're in right now? Because this is the fourth quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs, and that was an A-plus effort right there.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. He'll look to throw. And Davis has it over the middle. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here we go on 4th down. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 10. A minute 45 to play. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10. Mahomes. Looking for Gray, and he's got him. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Mahomes. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Mahomes to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. That'll do it with these Week 1 primetime games. They always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So, for the Chargers, they begin the new year 1-0 as they come out victorious here.